All right, so Punz versus. Yeah, okay. Is it Indy? VMG? I'm fucking stupid, chat. Okay, this came out 3 hours ago. Oh, this was literally, yeah, okay. This is brand new. Yeah, we'll leave a like on this. We'll check out what's going on. We're watching. Oh, yeah, wait, Purple, did you catch that? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, chat.
Surprise, surprise, yet another Minecraft creator is embroiled in
Yeah, this will be faster than me reading it myself, aka, there won't be as many reading errors.
controversy, this time being the Twitch streamer Punz, who ironically called out Wilbur Soot for having a poor response to his allegations.
You see me in chat? I can. This can't see it because it's technically against Twitch TOS to show other chats, but I can't see your chats. Yo, what's up, Lucky? How you doing, dude? This is about Punz getting Punz allegations. So yeah, dude.
So let's see how he did with responding to his own. But first, we have to see what the initial allegations actually are.
Yeah, Goofy, I feel at this point with Minecraft content creators, it's better to assume that, like, full-time content creators, it's better to assume that they're probably a little sussy, at least a slight bit sussy, you know, at minimum. Look, is this your first time on the stream, by the way? Welcome in, man. Thanks for being here.
But before that, I have to talk about the sponsor of today's—
What? Yo, nah. Sponsor on a fucking... Oh, nah. Nah. A sponsor on a video about... Yo, I mean, hey, I don't know, dude. I'm fucking technically profiting off this anyways. Let's continue.
In this video, but for now, let's get back to it. So Andy...
I don't know. I feel like that's a gray area. I'm not... I would never profit off of any of this shit other than ad rev, and I don't even make ad rev. I don't even make ad rev on the fucking channel that I upload this shit on yet.
The allegations on her tongue.
I mean, I guess technically it's like news. It's news. It's a news channel, so I get it. But also like,
with the title,
we won't. Usually, I try and let the ads run through, but we won't do it this time because I don't really feel good about that.
Experience with Luke, Punz. Content warning, toxic relationship, racism, dubious consent. I know in the past I said I would no longer speak about him publicly, and when—
Oh, Mar, I'm sorry, I didn't read your chat out loud about dubious consent, but I did read it. Sorry, I meant to read it out loud, but I think I got ADHD in a moment.
Talking about my experiences with abuse and emotional mistreatment, I begged to keep it anonymous, but after reflecting on this for a week, and seeing so many incredibly smart and strong
Maya, what's up,
women
homie?
tell their stories, they have given me the strength to say his name. This is
On
really
God,
scary
potassium.
to talk about, because of the copious levels of harassment I have received from his fans in the past. So if this spreads or gets out of hand, I will simply log off. If you read my last post, I nicknamed him One. So aside from everything I said there were a lot of things I didn't include because it would have made it obvious that it was him and could potentially backfire on me. So I'm very afraid to post this, but I'm going to do it scared anyway, because—
Dude, that's so fair. I feel like it's so hard in situations like this for people, like victims of these huge content creators, because of the Georgia Not Found type reaction, where it's like, well, no, he like disproved this and that, and like, you don't need to ask consent, you know, dumb shit like that, you know, like this shit is very scary. It's very, very scary. I'm sure there's people still dick riding Wilbur too. Be honest, maybe not, but also it is his job. IDK, if he didn't have the job, what he would be doing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Again, the ad on a video like this is somewhere in a gray area for me. I understand it. You know, it's technically news, right? He's technically just covering news. He's a news channel, so, or they are. Sorry, I don't mean to assume pronouns, but yeah.
It's not fair that he gets to just go on and live his life worry-free, as if he didn't practically ruin mine. Because I already made a lengthy post about him, I won't include everything I said last time to avoid being redundant. But if I repeat myself, please bear with me. In our year-long relationship, I had to endure emotional neglect, gaslighting, verbal abuse, one instance where there was dubious consent, and much more. Starting off at the beginning of our relationship, that—
True, their large fan base makes it hard. Yeah. It makes it hard to like win, and not even win, just like not get harassed. Because I feel like Katie's probably gonna get harassed by hardcore George Not Found stans for probably a long time, which is really sad. Fans that won't take accountability. Yeah. I've seen TikToks made by their fans, and God, they are dumb. Yeah. Just want to say, any George Not Found fucking supporters that are not recognizing that he did wrong and trying to support him in any way, fuck off. Like, blatantly. Like, I know whatever. He still didn't ask consent, and he still didn't fucking you know, ask a girl her age, and again, consent. So either recognize that he did wrong, or fuck off. Okay, let me continue. I don't mean to keep pausing so much. I'm not trying to break a keyboard. Also, you're fine, bro. You're fine, XCC. You're fine. I'm gonna call you just XCC if that's cool, because I'm fucking the worst at remembering names. I just call everyone by their chat name, or I can call you X if you want. So we're into the Tubbo shit, and people think the person who it was a drama YouTuber because he was dick riding Wilbur and George hella hard. Oh. Who was the drama YouTuber? Just remember, if anyone of you guys say something, say something, it never hurts, even if it's just playful. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
That's when I was getting copious amounts of hate and harassment.
Let me back it up. Sorry, I cut it off a little bit to talk to chat.
Starting off at the beginning of our relationship. That's when I was getting copious amounts of hate and harassment from his fan base, warranted or not. He decided that our relationship must be kept private. He said it was to protect me from his fan base, when in reality, it was to protect himself. It was so he wouldn't get all the backlash I was getting. This is funny because one of the things I got called out for was saying the B slur, derogatory term used against Mexicans / Latinos. I won't get into the nuances of if I could say it or not as a Puerto Rican, because that's discourse that does not pertain to this specific situation. But you know who definitely can't say it? A white boy from Massachusetts. When I was getting canceled for this, and getting thousands of tweets calling me names, he decided it was a perfect time to say, I mean, you are a B, aren't you? My little B. Now, he said this completely unprompted. I was in the process of writing my apology, and he just said that. I can tell you this because I immediately shut him down, and told him that there was no universe in which it was okay for him to say that word, and especially not one where he could just call me that. While I was reprimanding him, he was smiling and laughing. He apparently found it amusing to call me a slur.
Dude, I have lots of gay friends. I'm not gonna call them the F slur, though. You know, I'm not gonna call them the F slur. My little F slur friend. What the fuck? Yeah, Jack or Jay, we checked that shit out, dude. Yeah, we checked that shit out, bro. Watched the video, saw the thing. Yeah, that shit's crazy. I can't believe that person fucked with them that much. I'm the real X if you don't know, and you're yo, X, you're so real for that, bro. You're so real for that. Yo, can I get a milli though? Since you got like however many hundreds of millis. Yeah, the drama YouTube made like 50 posts saying like, here are all sides, etc. So they think it's him who was Emma. No, that would make sense, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so easy just to, like, as drama YouTubers, just to cover it and not interject your input. I mean, I guess technically at this point I'm in some forms a drama YouTuber, but I'm not trying to be like a drama, like, share all news YouTuber. I'm trying to be like share whatever the fuck is interesting or I feel needs covered and input my own opinion while hearing your guys' opinion. My mom is a lesbian, so I can say the D slur. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, literally, bro. I call all my friends the F slur. I can say it. I'm a fruit roll-up if you didn't know. I'm gay, but I don't go around spouting the F slur just because I can. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I feel like that shit's, yeah, I don't know.
Regardless, he gave me a half-assed apology and said he wouldn't do it again, and he didn't. But this wasn't the only time he was weirdly racist to me. This was my first time being in an interracial relationship, so I was led to believe this was normal by all the white people around me at the time.
What? Yo, who the fuck were the people around you at the time? You should be like, no, they should have been like, nope, that's not chill. You need to check him on that and tell him that, that shit's fucked.
But sometimes my Spanish accent would come out.
Oh yeah, Jay, I get you, bro, I get you.
And he would make fun of me in the way I pronounce some words. He also refused to visit me in Puerto Rico when I lived there, or come meet my family when I really wanted him to because he didn't like the heat, or it's dangerous there, isn't it?
In Puerto Rico? Is this guy dumb?
Once, while we were watching...
I mean, we don't know for sure that this is all true, but he is definitely dense. That's true. He's definitely dense.
Watching season 2 of Bridgerton, he implied that the Sharma sisters are too dark for him to be attracted to them. This hurt me because they are brown-skinned girls.
Why does he feel the need to share that?
I am a brown-skinned girl. Then this, combined with the fact that he told me once he wasn't attracted to me, made me feel like my skin color was unattractive. These are only a few...
He wasn't attracted to me? Well, could be wrong here. Shouldn't you find your partner attractive? At least somewhat, you know? Shouldn't you find them attractive? And why would you say that you don't find your partner attractive? Why would you do that? I've been getting back into Cutie's old watching clips video, and one was a streamer like, guys, let's host this dude. He is streaming to one person, and he's been on for 6 hours. He's clearly dedicated. And then the streamer, He was gonna host, died, and said the slur. Oh, dude, that literally happened to me that one time. When I rated someone on Kick, when I was streaming on Kick, testing out, and the person literally started talking about the 1940s leader in a positive light. Part of the Shark Tank pitched me your product, 1 mil for 100% of your company and your soul. My soul, okay. Puerto Rican women are absolutely some of the most attractive women you'll find. Yeah, what is Punz up on, dude? Listening to this while drawing is an interesting experience. Yo, I can imagine, bro. Holy shit.
Few examples I can think of at the moment, but I'm sure there were more. Our relationship ended in 2022, so some of my memory is a bit hazy, but I do remember feeling inferior to him throughout the relationship because he was white and I was not. I chalked that up to all the microaggressions I had to deal with because I had never felt that way around white people before.
You know, here's the thing about this, right, is some people can just write this off and be like, oh, you feel that way, whatever, you know, like, very anti, like, you know, basically people that are not very progressive. I do believe her, and I think that they're seemingly from some of the shit that he said to her and voiced that is very true, right? He said like literally shit that just like proved that. Now you could like maybe she exaggerated, you could argue or whatever, but I don't think that's the main thing of these allegations here. I think she's just saying this to be open about it. Yeah, it's literally, yeah, it's literally like very, very close to just painfully racism. Focus on drawing the hair clip. Focus on drawing the hair clip. What? Wait, he did what? He wanted her to feel ugly and like no one else will want her, so she'd stay with him. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I could see that, honestly. We'll see. We'll see what the second part of this allegation is. I have a feeling we're probably gonna get some manipulative type beat behind it. Ball taps needs to be more common. Not gonna lie, give him a nice kick. Yeah.
Another thing I had to endure was him constantly making me feel like he was embarrassed to be with me. Because I was cancelled, he didn't want to associate with me too much. He did defend me on multiple occasions, I'll give him that, but he only did it because his name was getting dragged in the mud along with mine. Excusing my actions made him look better for being around me. In reality, he didn't really care, because he was such a big content creator, and someone I looked up to professionally. I took his advice as law. He told me to tone down my personality, to keep a low profile, to change things about myself to be more palatable to his audience.
What?
The same audience that spoke about me like, the pussy can't be that good, Punz, please stop defending her. So
brother, man. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that the 14-year-olds were saying that, dude. There's no way that the 14-year-olds was in his chat being like, Punz, there's no way the pussy's that good. Dude, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Yeah, apparently this girl was canceled. I don't know. Or this person, sorry. I don't mean to assume gender. I keep doing that. I'm being a fucking Weenie Hut Jr. That was like me when I was cooking earlier with the Ben Shapiro video. Just gonna add some cheese and Ben, you motherfucker, stop! Yeah, literally, bro. Any pussy is good if you truly love the person. Yo, that is literally a bar, dude. That's literally a bar. Also, what the fuck, dude? The audience, like, that's parasocial as fuck. That's parasocial as fuck. Because even if, like, one of my friends said some shit to me like that, if my partner was problematic, I'd be like, yo, you need to fucking check yourself. But the fact that it was his audience is crazy. And the fact that he was trying to mold her to be better for his audience is crazy. My thing is, I'll never understand being with someone who makes you feel like they are embarrassed to be with them. Yeah. I literally just looked up my hair clip genuinely and my jaw was dropped. Oh, looked up from my hair clip and genuinely my jaw. Yeah. You're done, pal. You're done. Same type of people to watch the girl playing Val and go, show boob. Yeah, literally. The same people that are saying the pussy can't be that good, Punz. Let me back it up a little bit.
Audience that spoke about me like, the pussy can't be that good, Punz, please stop defending her. So I changed a lot of things about myself and my content to better suit what his audience liked. He made me feel like if his audience liked me, he would be public about our relationship and stop hiding it. He told me the reason why he wanted to keep our relationship a secret was because he didn't want to get hate for it. But this
pussy. Why are you with someone if you're afraid you're gonna get hate for dating that person? Don't date them. Especially if you don't find them attractive. What the fuck? I think the only time that you should keep a relationship hidden is if it's better for the other person. You know? Like if it's better for the other person, you feel like they can't handle like dating a public figure of some form. You know what I'm saying? Get an emote? Just download 7TV. If you actually like the creator, you should like seeing them happy. Yeah, exactly. It can't be that good. Yeah, dude, literally cheese gobbler. Those fucking dorks. No way, I lied. It's the same type of people to watch streamers and go jump, or you drop something, bend to get it. That's a better example. Yes. Only time I keep my relationship private is if the other person asks. Yes. Literally so easy just not to be in a relationship. I've done it for 7 years. It's not that hard, bozo. Yeah, dude. Just don't, like, or if you're gonna get into a relationship, be okay with, showing that person to the internet, or ask them if they're okay with staying, like, low key.
This wasn't true. On my 20th birthday, he went to Las Vegas for a Twitch Rivals event. That night, I asked to FaceTime with him to say goodnight, and he refused because he was at a hotel room with his friends, and didn't want them to know that we were together. It was as if my mere presence or the utterance of my name was a source of embarrassment for him.
Nah, bro, that's crazy. Or if you don't want to, like, talk in front of people, like, I hate talking on the phone in front of people. She just wanted to say goodnight. Go walk out. Fucking YouTuber ass money probably got a fucking balcony. Go out on the balcony and be like, yo, guys, I'm gonna go talk to my girl, okay? I'll be back in a few. Yeah. Or fucking walk outside and fucking stand in front of the fucking hotel or something. I don't know, dude. Not gonna lie, he's in Vegas and don't want to FaceTime. He got some hoes in the room. Dude, I love Post Malone. If Chris had a bunch of toxic friends who would harass me, I'd 100% tell him not to tell anyone, but this community is healthy. On God. W. Yeah, no, dude. Fuck that shit, bro. Oh, fans, not friends. Sorry. Oh, X used the fucking channel points. Forgot that was a fucking thing. Fuck yeah, dude. Sorry, let me continue. Don't mean to pause us so much.
That we were together. It was as if my mere presence or the utterance of my name was a source of embarrassment for him, and he didn't let me forget it. It wasn't just a public thing at that point. He didn't want people to know we were together, period. This was devastating to me because I would talk to all my friends about him. I was so proud to-
dude, I've been in a relationship like that before. It fucking blows. You're like so excited to tell your friends about this person, and they're completely the opposite. Ugh.
be with him, and was just one more problem to him. He made me feel so small and insignificant just because his fans didn't like me. He would berate me a lot, not just due to getting heat online, although he did that a lot, but in general, whenever he would get into an
what's up, Harley? Harley? Miss you too, homie.
Argument or a disagreement, he would always call me names like annoying or weird or stupid. He would raise his voice at me if I did something he didn't like and call me an idiot, and it really hurt. I felt like I couldn't bring up anything.
Nah, dude, I mean, this guy isn't doing anything particularly, like, cancelable. I just want to slap the shit out of him. I just want to slap the shit out. Like, I just want to, I want to fucking grab him by his, shirt like this, and I just want to hit him with hit him cartoon style. Lucas, what's up, gangster, by the way? We're reacting to the Punz allegations.
Or do anything without getting insulted. If I hadn't seen him in a few days because he was too busy streaming and I asked to hang out, he would call me needy, clingy, and annoying. Granted, he might not have been wrong, but that is not something you say to someone you claim to love.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Like, if you love bro, dude, I'd be sitting in here fucking sweating my ass off, feeling like a horrible boyfriend if I stream more than 5 hours. Dude, and then I gotta work on shit for my other channel for like an hour, 2 hours. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a horrible boyfriend. Holy shit. Oh my God. The fact that this motherfucker hasn't hung out or seen this girl for days and days on end because he's streaming Minecraft. What a dork. One relationship I loved but also hated was I was with this person who was overall like a dry person. They didn't get excited about anything or act happy or anything, and I loved them. It was just hard to do anything, Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like this is at least somewhat cancelable. I mean, at least like being like, yo, I don't fuck with this person anymore because they are like a piece of shit to their partners. What's up, Kyle? How are you doing, bro? My friend had a crazy person who thought they were together and messaged all of the friend group individually. We all knew ahead of time, so we just clowned on her until she stopped messaging him and the rest of us. Well, that's good, bro. Minecraft girlfriend. Yeah, dude. Motherfuckers saying that Minecraft's more important than a girlfriend is fucking crazy. I mean, at least, I'm not even saying like stop streaming shit. Obviously he's fucking supporting, or they're supporting themselves with the streaming money and being a streamer, and they're trying to, fucking continue to be successful. But cut 2 hours off of a stream one day to go hang out with your girlfriend. I once got told by a partner that she forgot to eat because she was talking to me. I ended the relationship a couple days later because I realized it wasn't happy and it was only hurting the both of us. I still love her, just not like I used to. That's fair. That's valid. And more honestly, good job looking out for both of you. Someone who's never been in a relationship, this is slowly making me want to have one less and less. Ultimate fucker, you will eventually find the right person. Trust me. Sometimes you just gotta go through shitty ones and also figure out how to filter out the shitty ones. You're a child if you are like, he game better than GF. Yeah, like, again, not totally. Like, I get it. They have to make a living, and they're trying to become more and more successful. But also, like, just take 2 hours, 2 hours, bro, away from your fucking streaming to hang out with your girlfriend. Like, it's not that hard. Kyle, welcome to the stream again, bro. What kind of games do you like?
He also insulted me when I was in depressive episodes. I have borderline
Wait, let me back this up.
To someone you claim to love. He also insulted me when I was in depressive episodes. I have borderline personality disorder, and at the time I was not being treated properly for it. So I was all over the place emotionally, and he is what I clung on to for validation, reassurance, and love. I talked
Aw, bro, poor girl.
him when we first started dating about my disorder and told him that if it seemed like something he couldn't handle, that he could opt out of the relationship. I guess he didn't think it was that bad or something. I don't know, because whenever I had really bad depressive episodes, he would tell me I was too sad to hang out with. He said that my sadness was a burden to him, which
Oh, flippin' cheese, yo, you right, bro. I that is on my backlog.
would be fair, but once my mother had a conversation with him about me, she told him that I am someone who needs a lot of love and caring. She said that if he wasn't willing to put in that kind of effort into a relationship, to just leave me alone. He reassured her that he would be there for me no matter what. He told my mother that he would protect me in my heart. He did not. He took all the warnings I gave him and ignored them, and then made me feel like I was the problem. And
Yeah, this dude sounds like, I don't know, narcissist or like a very clear liar. To say that to someone's mother, bro? Ugh.
even worse, he would say that I was pretending to be sad to get his attention, when he would neglect me for days
I've had someone do that to me before. That shit's fucking horrible, bro.
at a time. There were also some smaller things, like the fact that he made me feel really guilty whenever he would spend money on me. Also, he would be really mean about my eating habits. For context, I used to suffer from an eating disorder. I was anorexic and had a really unhealthy relationship with food during high school and my first year of uni. This relationship began when I was recovering from my eating disorder. For me, eating was really hard, so I had certain comfort foods that, while sometimes unhealthy, at least it was something to eat when I didn't feel like eating anything. He knew this. Yet, whenever I would crave some of these foods, he would call me fat. Constantly told me I'd gain weight from eating all that junk food. Saying that to someone with an eating disorder is crazy. Other small things that were whenever I would post TikToks where I was lip syncing or just looking good, he would yell at me and say I was looking for attention. Same with Instagram or Twitter whenever I would post photos where I looked hot. He never planned out a single date for us. I would beg him to get me flowers, and he did maybe once, but I'll get into that in a bit. He would
Bro. Yeah, this guy's on Judas Cradle. Yo, chat, to anyone who doesn't know what that is, go look that up real quick. Yeah, dude, fuck this guy, bro. Yo, X, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, we've had a couple people come over in the last couple days from the fucking YouTube channel, and it makes me so fucking happy, bro. Like, literally makes my night type shit. Yeah, man. Let me catch up on chat. Dude, I'm playing on all teams and still losing. I'm penromantic. All the doors are open, but I can't enter them. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll get there. Don't worry. It's wild how many people get parasocial or see someone out in public and are like, I want them, so I'm going to message all of his friends to get the info. I like what the the info I need. Like, what the fuck? Read the room. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Just go up to them and be like, yo, I think you're cute. Yo, we fucking, what's your Snap? You know, or what's your Instagram? Insulted in depressive episodes. Yeah, it's crazy. I think you have to make time with your girlfriend. I work a lot, but if I'm in a relationship, I'll try and devote one of my days off to be with her and spend time with her. Not just ignore the person. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I think that's one of the keys to keeping a relationship like healthy and also like feel like that you know, keep the fire in it is like trying to do something at least like once every week or once every other week where it's just you and the person doing like going on a date or a little adventure or something like that and making sure you have time for them. Because why the fuck are you in a relationship if you're not going to make time for the person? As someone who struggles with depressive episodes, it's a burden to live with myself. You think it's bad, babe? Try living with it. Yeah, fuck this, dude. I used to think that I wasn't worth being loved. Then I found my man, and we've been together 8 years so far, and I couldn't be happier. Yo, good, bro. Good. Oh, yeah. Ultimate Fucker just did Explanation Discord not too long ago, chat. If you guys want to stay up to date on when I'll be live, go check that out. And honestly, if you feel like you don't want to put in the effort to see the signs of certain conditions that you just don't align with, you need to leave them be. You'll cause more pain than good. Yes, absolutely. Join Discord and putting the oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Ultimate Fucker. Throw that shit in like art or media, whichever one you feel comfortable with. These are horrible. I remember people's jokes about the food I would eat or I ate would make me sick, and I just wouldn't eat. I can't imagine someone directly insulting me like that. That poor girl. Yeah, dude, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude for real. Bro, I go above and beyond when I'm in a relationship. You gotta know how to have fun with your partner and make her feel appreciated and special. If you don't see your partner a lot, you need to make the time you spend together memorable. This reminded me of when people said Eugenia Cooney. If you don't know, look her up. Looks 3 months pregnant. You can literally see her rib cage. Oh, dude.
Would make fun of me in front of
Big bad Ultimate Fucker, by the way. Struggle with showing emotions, and I'm a dry person when texting, but I'm trying to be better about it. Can't believe this guy. Yeah, absolutely awesome, dude. And you'll get there, bro. You'll get there. I struggle a lot with like crying and shit, but I've been like working a lot and being more conscious of it and like just trying to like allow myself to feel emotions more. And I've honestly over the last like 2.5 years made a lot of progress. So keep fucking pushing, bro. You're gonna get there. I matched with this guy on Tinder and I got his snap and we've been talking. Little does he know that I'm going to his baseball game on April 13th. Oh, cool, Harley.
of his friends to make himself look better. He let his friends say really degrading things about me in his presence. For example,
Hold on, let me back it up a little bit.
and he did maybe once, but I'll get into that in a bit. He would make fun of me in front of his friends to make himself look better. He let his friends say really degrading things about me in his presence. For example, once when I was showering, I overheard him on a Discord call with George and Sapnap, and I
Of course. Of course. Of course, George. Okay, of course. Yo, what's up, Dom? How are you doing?
heard George say, "If you don't go in the shower and have sex with Andy, I will." Once when
Hey, by the way, everyone dying on the cross of George Not Found, this is the guy you're defending, by the way. If you don't go into the shower and have sex with Andy, I will. Wow. Yeah, in a Discord call. Wow. This is the guy you're defending, by the way. This is the guy you're carrying his cross. You're carrying his cross of, hey, he cleared things up. Average George Not Found comment. What the fuck? Doing good. How about you, bro? I'm great, bro. I'm great, dude.
And I heard George say, "If you don't go in the shower and have sex with Andy, I will." Once, when I was really struggling with my legs, for those of you who don't know, I have arthritis and it's very painful. At the time I wasn't diagnosed, but I was in a lot of pain. I literally could not walk. I had to beg him to take me to the emergency room because I didn't know what was wrong with me. He didn't want to take me, but I eventually convinced him. And while we were there, all he did was complain about how long it was taking, and that he would have rather been at home streaming. Whenever I would talk about my interests that I was excited about, like shows or books, he would be incredibly uninterested and say that those things were stupid and he didn't want to hear about them. I know all of these seem really silly or superficial, but cumulatively it was awful. Now,
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think the people that fucking talk or joke about having sex with someone else's girlfriend or their friend's girlfriend are pieces of shit. Like, or they're either really, really young and horny or they're pieces of shit. Yeah, dude. All of these people deserve the Judas, whatever the fuck, the torture device, bro. Yeah, dude. George Not Found, bro. Yeah, this is the guy that is getting fucking thousands of people on his dick being like, well, that didn't happen. So yapping about streamers, Joe, what's up, Gage? Yes, bro. Yes, dude. Holy shit. The amount of drama that's been happening recently. I fucking knew when the Dream SMP came out, these motherfuckers were going to be next. Oh, the DSMP? Yeah. Wait, that is the Dream SMP. Bro, my sister still does that interesting, and it makes me feel like absolute shit. Fuck this guy. I mean, it's just hard for me personally to be in tune around other people, but not with my family. By the way, this guy needs the John McCain experience. Yo, holy shit. Yo, Kyle, by the way, if you're still chilling in the YouTube Shorts live, feel free to come over to the Twitch if you prefer Twitch. I'm live over there. First link in the description. Appreciate you, dog, for being here. Also, if you feel like you have to, I know some people on YouTube don't have Twitch accounts. If my partner let my friends talk about me like that, I'd unalive every single one of them. Dude, honestly, if somebody fucking talked about my partner that way, I'm gonna be like, yo, dog, yeah, I don't think I can be friends with you anymore. That's really weird. That's really fucking weird. It's true, but I heard George and them also said shit about Rembo being trans. Really? CBR pizza, was it fire? I need these motherfuckers to go, Commander, yo, I would not let that slide. I swear to fuck. Yeah, no, that's weird as fuck. Me and my friends say outlandish and slanderous things to each other on the daily basis, but having sex with someone's girl is too far / crossing that line. Yes. Yes. Pizza was amazing. Let's go, bro.
Admittedly,
Bamboo.
it was awful. Now for arguably
Come to Twitch. Come chill, yo, X. I appreciate you.
the most serious thing I'm going to talk about. I want to preface.
All right, yeah, let's hear this shit. I personally like that shit. I think is overall like cancelable. Again, there's two sides of the story, and if I'm trying to play the benefit of the doubt, trying to play on both sides, she didn't show proof of any of these things, but I don't, by the way, Amara. Like, why the fuck would she lie about this little shit? Why? And all of that, like, she would lie about all of that, and she wouldn't just go guns blazing first. If anything, I think that her taking this long to get to the, like, serious shit proves more that this is genuine. Yeah, why is it always Minecraft YouTubers? You played any games later? Probably. I'll probably play games at least for, like, an hour-ish once we get done with this video. Yeah, we'll see what he has to say. But yeah. I think that's already, look it up later, probably off stream. It's actual torture. Oh. Yeah, that would be some extravagant stories to lie about. A good 10 minutes in there, and they're gonna know what it feels like to suffer. I'll be back, my sweet king. Sounds good, Gage. Eiley. Oh, look it up on stream? I hate the man who runs it, but for them, I say yeah. Remind me after the video, and I got you. I'm interested.
I'm just telling you my side of what happened. You can come to your own conclusions about this. On April 25th, 2022, it was our 1-year anniversary, and I made a dinner reservation for us. I expected him to plan something throughout the day for us to do. He told me he was going to spend the whole day playing Valorant, so I got upset and canceled the reservation. After a very heated argument, we calmed down, and I asked him to come over.
Brother, man. No Valorant is worth your girl's heart, bro. No Valorant is worth your girl's heart. I saw a video on TikTok saying POV Matt Pat successfully retired without being a piece of shit or grooming children. It's not that difficult. It's a haunted house that's extreme. Oh, basically they can do everything but kill you legally. Oh, yeah, I've seen that shit. Yeah, it didn't turn out to be like really lame though. 2:30. Oh my god.
He came over about an hour later with flowers and drinks. I was 20 at the time, so I couldn't buy the drinks myself. He bought Smirnoffs and Trulies. For context, I am a lightweight. I always have been. I literally get tipsy on half a cocktail. And that day, I hadn't eaten anything because I was in distress over our argument. So we get to talking and drinking. I blacked out after my second Smirnoff. Apparently, I drank 3, but I genuinely cannot remember anything after finishing the second one. The next morning, I woke up naked in my bed. I woke him up and asked him, Luke, why am I naked? And he said, because you didn't want to put your clothes back on. When I clarified to him that that was not what I meant, he got defensive and said he didn't realize how drunk I was. He proceeded to tell me that I initiated sex with him, and I was very enthusiastic about it. He said he didn't know I could black out on 3 Smirnoffs. He made fun of me for being a lightweight, and continued to make light of the situation. Then he mentioned that I fell off the bed at some point in the night, and that it was funny how drunk I was. I then questioned him, because if he thought that me tripping and falling off the bed—
Dude. If I thought for a second that my partner that was drunk, like I had sex with them when they weren't 100% consenting, I would literally be like, yo, I am literally so sorry. I cannot believe, like, literally, like, apologizing profusely, being like, I'm so sorry. Like, the fact that he's like making jokes and be like, ha, it was so funny when you were so drunk. I knew you were so drunk and I had sex with you still. Like, what? Oh yeah, dude, this dude's gonna cover his side too.
Bed because I was so drunk was funny. How did he not know that I was too drunk? He responded by saying that I fell off the bed only after we were done. That day, I broke up with him. I'm still really confused about what happened that night. I don't remember anything, and all I have to go on is what he said to me. We were in a relationship at the time, and he says he didn't know how drunk I was, so I'm not sure what to call what happened. A while after that day, his friend that hit me up while we were broken up and I started talking again.
Oh yeah. Here comes the people in the YouTube re-upload of this, being like, well you can have consent when you're drunk, dude. You can have consent. Oh, what, dude? She was insanely drunk, dude. Well, she was feeling him. Okay, you don't need consent when somebody's feeling you. Same motherfuckers on George's dick, bro. Well, George, he was just making a fucking playful comment with his friend. Have you never had a playful comment with your friend before about their girlfriend and having sex with them? You piece of shit. Are we not all human beings? Can we not all just fucking be pieces of shit together, huh? How dare you try and hold someone's to, like, basic standards, you piece of shit. You don't know 99% of what you're saying when you're drunk? Yeah, especially not if you're blackout drunk. If you're blackout drunk, bro, yeah, dude, fuck that. I legit told that dude, like, your brain is different under that state. Why the fuck you think drinking or driving drunk, not the same, I know, is illegal because you are drunk and can't think straight? Yeah, dude. Get to see the real queso? Yeah, what can I say, light snack? If she doesn't move away, it's consent. Kill your... Oh, yep. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Amara. I'm with you.
Again, and I confided in him about that night. He told me to be careful saying things like that because they could get me into trouble. I spoke to some of our other friends about it.
Whoa, I need to back up here.
Drunk I was, so I'm not sure what to call what happened. A while after that day, his friend that hit me up while we were broken up and I started talking again, and I confided in him about that night. He told me to be careful saying things like that because they could get me into trouble. I spoke to some of our other friends about it, and they told me it was no big deal, and that it wasn't his fault and he didn't know how drunk I really was.
Hey, do these people happen to surround themselves with the Dream SMP, perchance? Are they homies with them, perchance? Maybe are they in George Not Found's friend group that was in the hotel at VidCon, perchance? Maybe? Were these people? I mean, I'm not saying for sure. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that people that are surrounded by George Not Found and Dream and all their friends kind of are just like, no, it's not big of a deal. He didn't know. Don't say anything. She didn't say no, but did she say yes? Yeah, exactly. I don't joke about having sex with single people, much less than my friend's partner. That's so gross. Yes. So, yeah. Who is this about? This is about Punz. What's up, Iron King? They didn't use consent in movies, though. It's still a wild claim. Yeah, bro, that shit's crazy. Do parents ask consent to tickle their kids? No. Do they fucking touch their private parts when they tickle them? Because if they do, that person should be locked up. That person made jokes about, kids. I was shell-shocked. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. People who make jokes about kids, I'm not saying, what is it? Second Amendment, is there for a reason. But let's just say, people who make jokes about kids, there's a Second Amendment that gives you access to certain things that might be able to sort out a situation inside of GTA 5, so, actually in Teen Wolf, they did ask for consent, so the movie claim is invalid. Teen Wolf, on God, bro. A Nerf gun. It's just a Nerf gun. Yeah, get a Nerf gun. It's the Second Amendment, and handle some things with it, you know what I'm saying?
Because I don't remember, I have been led to believe that this is not a serious matter. You can
a little buckshot.
Come to whatever conclusions you want. That is just my side of the story. I wanted to add that I'm not proud of how I acted after the relationship ended. I felt really angry at all the shit he put me through, and I guess a part of me wanted him to hurt even a quarter of how I did. So I started talking to his friend and got involved with him. This backfired on me because his friend ended up hurting me too.
Well, yeah. His friend's probably a piece of shit just like him. Pieces of shit surround themselves with pieces of shit.
So I guess I got my karma. But the thing that hurt the most is that because of what I did, some of our friends took his side in the breakup. I was told that I did something terrible by getting involved with his friend, that he was already insecure about, and that he didn't deserve that. These are the same friends who were witness.
Bro, if you treat a girl like shit for a year and prey on her insecurities, tell her she's unattractive, and don't make time for her, I think it's fair game for her to get with one of your homies. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think it's fair game. I think it's fair game. If you're literally a piece of shit to her the whole time, I think it's fair game. You know, if he acts like that, his friends act like that. Exactly. I just want to talk to him. 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 Well, I've said some fuck shit when I was like 12-year-old kid playing BO2. I'm not proud of now, but at the time I was 12. So yeah, dude. I mean, I don't want to like say, like, get so hard on these people that have done fuck shit in the past, right? To make it seem like I don't believe that you can grow as a human being, because I think you can 100% grow as a human being, especially if you did shit when you were younger. It's people who don't take accountability for their fuck shit, especially if it's some crazy shit like this that they don't take accountability for, that is the real problem. So, yeah. Sponge Glock gonna come out and beat his ass. I once found out I was getting cheated on in middle school, so I cheated on him back with the same girls he was cheating on me with. Holy shit. Chris grew, he said slurs before. Amen, brother.
The dumpster fire of a relationship we had, and all the things he did to me.
Let me back up a little bit.
Involved with his friend, that he was already insecure about, and that he didn't deserve that. These are the same friends who were witness to the dumpster fire of a relationship we had, and all the things he did to me. They turned their backs on me because of this one thing I did, but stood by and watched as he treated me like garbage for over a year. I will conclude this by saying that while this relationship has been done and over with for almost 2 years now, I carry a lot of trauma from it still. I still talk about him in therapy and have had to put in a lot of work to heal from what he did, and I can still not say that I am okay. I am very—
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck what he says in his apologies or his response. If he doesn't apologize for making her feel that way and say that he is genuinely sorry for causing her trauma, and he recognizes that he did it wrong, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if half the shit that she said was provable or disproven. If he doesn't say sorry and say, I realized that I did wrong in the relationship and I need to be better, I'm very sorry, I will do better in the future, I don't give a fuck.
Very blessed now to have a patient and understanding partner who has helped me heal from that trauma.
Same, Jay.
And I just want to quickly
Thank you, Lucas.
thank him for that. Nobody deserves to go
Appreciate
through
y'all.
what I did.
Bro.
While yes, it was a toxic
Love y'all,
relationship, and I had a part in that, it does not excuse all the awful things he said and did to me. This is my truth. Thank you for
I'm not the bigger person. Do not expect me to be sensible. Yo, Faramara, do your thing, gangsta.
taking the time to read it. And now—
Singularity. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much again for coming over. Should be live tomorrow/tonight around like 9 or 10 p.m. EST, so feel free to swing by, dude. Appreciate you. Yo, X, you so real. All right, let me continue, sorry.
Now for Pun's response to all of this on Twitter. He tweets out, I removed my art from my profile in respect and by request of the artist. I would
Okay, Dork, you didn't have to put that first. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you blacked out your fucking Twitter profile picture.
like to start this off by saying that in no way do I intend to invalidate victims
Oh yeah, apologize for being racist too, yes.
in this statement. I unequivocally stand with victims of sexual assault. These are very serious allegations being brought against me, and I would like to treat them as such. I will directly be referring to statements with quotes from Andy's posts regarding me. Background. This statement is giving more context to a relationship I had with Andy VMG. There's a few main takeaways I feel are important. I felt during and after processing our relationship that Andy and I's personalities were incompatible. This caused a lot—
Hey, dumbass, this is why you go on, dates, or you hang out with the person before you get into a relationship with them to figure out if your personalities are compatible or not. And then guess what? When you're like a month or two in the relationship and it's like, oh my God, this isn't working out, you break up with them. Crazy thought. Ooh, crazy thought. You break up with them if you're incompatible.
lot of clashing, constant arguments, and stress on both of us. I felt like because of this, on both sides, it brought out the worst of us. I do not stand by all of—
And I don't want to hear he was young, because I was 20 and I got out of a fucking relationship. Well, a situationship. Because of the same things, personalities clashing. Like, I don't want that to be the excuse. The fucking Punz dick riders that are inevitably gonna come into the fucking comment section whenever I re-upload this to be like, well, he was young. Motherfucker, I was 20. I dealt with that shit, dude. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't have empathy for this guy using that as an excuse to have sexually assaulted someone.
Of my actions during this relationship, I feel as though they do not represent the person I am today. I don't want to focus on small details as to not take away from my main points and defenses, but I would like to shed some
X, I appreciate you, by the way, bro. I'm the bigger person, but I know a friend who knows some other friends. It makes me want to owe myself if I make someone uncomfy, let alone traumatized. Yes, same. Me when I was obsessed with the idea of them and not actually them. Yes. I find it funny how most of these apologies, Punz, and Wilbur say they are doing something out of respect to get some brownie points. Like, motherfucker, what you did is unforgivable. You ain't getting no brownie points.
Some light on some of her exaggerations and untrue allegations as well, as provide my perspective so you can see that this was not one-sided situations with me as a perpetrator and her as a victim, but how much of our relationship consisted of an extremely toxic dynamic with inexcusable behavior on both sides. Dubious
My boy. Does not sound like much accountability here. Does not sound like much accountability here. Saying, oh, from both sides. Hey, dude, listen. No, dude. Say, hey, I feel as though, I was also, done wrong in this relationship, but that doesn't matter right now. Andy feels like they are a victim in this scenario, and I definitely treated them wrongly in our relationship. I could have done better. I could have been a better person. I could have ended the relationship, and I'm so sorry. Punz even had the balls to call out Wilbur like he wasn't doing the same shit. Dude, isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that crazy? Saying some dumb shit when you're young is one thing, but sexually assaulting someone is a whole other thing. Exactly, dude. Bro, have a great stream. Yo, X, appreciate you, dude. Sleep well. Have a great day tomorrow. Thank you again for coming over and hanging, dude. You're a fucking real one. This is some Jerry Springer shit. Some people never get yelled at by their parents, and it shows. Yeah, or like, yeah. Some people, like, clearly, I think the thing is, like, accountability. Some people had no accountability, and their parents did not teach them self-awareness. Me waking up tomorrow when Chris drops this video to reply to the same NPC guy 20 times in the comments, Giga Chad. My young dumb self was actually reality checking someone because I didn't understand, not sexual assault. Literally, dude. Yo, thank you, X. I appreciate you, bro.
Consent. I'd like to start by addressing the night of April 25th, as referred to in Andy's statement, while also bringing up context she talked about in her Tumblr post on February 27th, 2024. I'd like to tread carefully on this sensitive topic, but also stay firm on the fact that I did not and would not take advantage of anyone ever. I realize that this is all my word against hers, so I would like to explain my experience.
I don't think he intentionally like was like, I'm gonna get her drunk and then have sex with her, right? But if if he realizes that she's super drunk, he should be like, yo, no. Especially if she's already upset with him, he'd be like, no. Sorry again. I don't know Andy's pronouns. I keep saying she. I don't know the background of these two, so I'm just assuming it's a heteronormal relationship. So I apologize if I'm wrong.
In the most concise way possible, and let you form your own opinions. In the prior post, she mentioned something that did stand true, which was that there was a long period of time with zero intimacy that was because of myself.
Wait. Did not stand true. Oh. Okay, this is from one of her previous posts. Oh, okay, so she had one before this on February 27th. Okay.
Lack of libido has followed me for many years, and thus caused issues in multiple relationships, even having me wondering if I am possibly asexual, because I'm not meeting the standards of my partners. I am saying this to further explain that I am in no way a sexual or horny person. I was not the one to initiate sex often at all. I've always worked hard to validate and support past victims of sexual assault, including my own partners, which is why I am asking you to understand my point of view in my recollection of the night of April 25th. Explicit warning. Somewhat vivid depictions of sexual encounter, necessary for context from the time that we began drinking.
What manager wrote this up for him? Explicit warning. Somewhat vivid depictions of sexual encounter. Just put a TW. If you're fucking worried about it, put a TW at the top of the fucking thing. Put a TW at the top of the thing and say what the fuck it is. Don't put it in the middle of the fucking story, you fucking dork. What am I reading, a fucking Goosebumps book? Huh? What the fuck? ChatGPT, I'll response. Literally, bro.
To the time that we got in bed together, at least 3 hours had passed. In this time, she had no more than 3 drinks, and I had approximately 5. To my memory, she had about 2.5 Smirnoff Ices. Andy says I said that he didn't realize how drunk I was, and I told her that she initiated sex with me and was very enthusiastic about it, and that was true. She got on top of me, straddled, and began making out with me. This was a routine way she would initiate our sexual encounters during our year-long relationship, so I sensed nothing out of the ordinary. At no point was she seeming dizzy, slurring her words, or at all incoherent during this time. I did not think she was any more than tipsy. I'd been around her drinking before. I genuinely didn't think she had too many drinks, and would have never initiated or continued having sex with her if I had any idea that something was wrong.
I don't know, bro. I'm torn on this. Because it's her word versus his. But if he doesn't try and defend himself from some of the other shit that she said about him, it's not really looking like a good judge of character here. You know, if he was doing this shit before, again, it's just her word versus his, so it's really whose side you want to play. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else he has to say.
The next morning, I woke up naked in my bed. I woke him up and asked him, "Luke, why am I naked?" And he said, "Because you didn't want to put your clothes back on." That statement Andy made is true. The tone of my response was sarcastic, coming from a place of genuine cluelessness. She regularly slept with little clothing on, and I had no idea she was fully naked, as I am not someone who touches my partners while I'm sleeping. I wasn't saying it matter-of-factly, but also didn't mean any harm by what I said. This is because at no point during this conversation, or any of our later discussions for that matter, did I feel like she was accusing me of taking advantage of her. This situation was brought up between us in conversation after the fact, where she confirmed to me that she believed I wouldn't take advantage of her and that she trusts me. Anything I said to make light of the situation was not meant to dismiss her feelings. She did seem confused that she was not wearing clothes, but I didn't feel like she was even insinuating I could have crossed the line. I have always been extremely cautious and understanding of her experience every time we were intimate, and to
I don't know, dude. I feel like, again, this is like ChatGPT fucking thing. Right up. Not defending him, but this doesn't seem like an AI written, because ChatGPT would be like, nah, man, this talks about sex. Bro's 27, like he's never read or heard an apology before. You would know if your partner is drunk, especially after a year. Chris knows when I'm drunk or high, and it's only been months. Yeah, on God, dude. On God. Unless he was, like, I mean, I guess, you know, if he was too busy playing fucking Minecraft. Did the same jump on my fucking desk a third time. What the fuck is going on? On one hand, he shouldn't have gone along with it because she had more than one drink. But on the other hand, he was more drunk, so he may not have known because he had more drinks than her. Yeah. I think this is like a very morally gray area here, because I do want to give like both sides the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying, and hear them out. I think that she is valid for her feelings and the experience. I think she relatively, I'm trying to think, did an okay job portraying it, and she's justified being spiteful in some ways if it turns out that all the other shit that she said about him was true. So, yeah, like spiteful in the way that she was describing what he said after they had sex when they were drunk. Yeah, again, I just feel like in that situation, you don't have sex with them, you know? Especially if you know that, like, you guys are already on rocky terms. You know, clearly she was upset. I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Andy, with everything I've said, I still don't mean to invalidate your experience. You do not deserve.
Well, he also didn't say that he was drunk, is the thing. He did have more drinks, but also he could be much less of a lightweight, you know? Like, I've done 11 shots in one night with my friends, and I was pretty good at picking up signs of if someone was uncomfortable or didn't want to do something, you know? Like, literally just by me be like, yo, you guys want to go walk around town and fucking look for cats? Like, literally me in my drunken state be like, that'd be fun, huh? Like, I could tell in people's reactions if they wanted to do that or not. I didn't want to push it with certain people because I knew that they didn't want to do that. So I feel like if this person isn't a lightweight, 5 drinks in, especially if they drank it slow, if you know the person, you would probably know, you know? Let me just say this. Smirnoff is pretty strong. However, it's not strong enough for you to be completely out of it. Might be a lightweight, but IDK, when I think about Smirnoff, it's lemonade shit. LOL. Yeah, that is the one thing that in her story I was a little iffy about. Because I don't know, dude. 2 to get you... I guess, you know what? Actually, she said she wasn't eating the whole day, so that makes sense because I did like 2 shots the other night. I was fucked up because I hadn't eaten anything. I think... So... Iron King, from my experience and talking to people about shit, it's like however much you eat depends on it, you know? However much you ate in that day really depends on that shit. Which makes sense for her if 2 drinks got her fucked if she's already a lightweight. Yeah.
Andy, with everything I've said, I still don't mean to invalidate your experience. You do not deserve to go through life not knowing what happened that night. I am sorry that I came across as being unserious to a very serious matter. I really hope that you still believe I did not and never would take advantage of you in the slightest.
That's, okay, to Punz credit, even though he sounds like a piece of shit, that is, in my opinion, that seems at least somewhat genuine. That seems at least somewhat genuine, and it is the type of apology that I think maybe would have granted George Not Found some sort of empathy from me, or not empathy, but some understanding. You know, him being like, I am very sorry. You don't deserve to go through life like this. I think it's like at least a positive sign that he's taking some accountability for it. We'll see what else he says. When she said she had maybe 2 to 3 drinks and was blacked out drunk, I was so confused. That's why I was like, did he put something in her drink? Yeah, I think it would be hard though to do that unless he was really on some like evil scientist type shit, where he like pre-injected that shit. His apology compared to George and Wilbur's is fucking amazing. Yes, he's definitely like, if we're like basing if these people are like good human beings or not based off their apologies, just blatantly their apologies and nothing else, this dude is definitely a shining star compared to Wilbur and George's. Okay, let's continue.
Hiding the relationship. Another thing I had to endure was him constantly making me feel like he was embarrassed to be with me. Because I was cancelled, he didn't want to associate with me too much. While Andy may have felt that I was embarrassed to be with her, this is not at all how I viewed our relationship. We began speaking and dating while long distance, and very early on into us talking, I made it very clear that if we were to pursue a relationship together, it would have to be private for the unforeseeable future. This was something she agreed on in order to move forward. Her being cancelled was not at all why we weren't public. At the time, I was growing exponentially online and couldn't predict the actions of fans. I looked for guidance from peers often and was advised that keeping my romantic relationships private would be better for everyone. Although it may have negatively affected her or us, I genuinely didn't think it would be safe to be public with her. And that is not only for my sake, but hers as well. I do realize this may have caused distress or felt unfair for her, and I never intended for that. After seeing how awful fans treated her without confirmation of us, I only assumed it would worsen if I publicized it. She mentioned I did defend her on multiple occasions, which is true. I stood behind her even when it hurt my reputation.
So here's my thing about this. I think he's right in the fact that he wanted to keep it private because he didn't know what fans were going to say, right? but I also think he should have communicated that way better with her, because it sounds like she was confused by that. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Rim? How's it going? She got canceled for saying the B slur, which is like a whole nother thing, she said, because she's Puerto Rican. So I guess there is leeway there. I'm not well educated on the B slur, other than the fact that it is a slur. So yeah, not great, honestly. I'm sorry, Rim. I'm sending you good vibes, homie.
Racism. The background for anyone that isn't aware is that Andy said the B slur publicly and received a lot of backlash online for it. This was during our relationship.
Did she say she confronted him about her feelings? Because it could have just been in her head about the relationship shit. I don't know. I'm blanking on that. I've been yapping too much. So I'm not sure completely.
We were in the car talking about the situation. I made an idiotic comment where I said, I mean, you are a B, aren't you? In which I said the word once, not twice as Andy refers to in her statement. This comment came from a place of genuine ineducation, as I was confused as to why people were offended. I thought it was a slur referring to any Hispanic person, and I wrongly assumed that she could reclaim it as a Puerto Rican. After this was said, I could instantly tell that Andy was not okay with it. I apologized profusely and felt extremely guilty for saying it.
To be fair, when she was portraying him as, like saying it and laughing it off, he could have been awkward laughing, right? But again, it is literally just his word versus hers, so it's kind of just who you want to believe. Being able to reclaim it doesn't mean he can say it. Yeah, that is one thing. Yeah, it doesn't mean that he can refer to her as that. It's like me being like, yeah, the F slur's reclaimed. I have gay friends. Being able, yeah, okay. It's so drastically difficult or different in this one with her saying he didn't defend her with his friends and the B slur, but IDK, at least this is a better apology. Yes, I think that this is definitely blurring the lines between who is wrong and right here way more clearly. Like, you know, like, oh shit, I don't know which side to believe, than the Wilbur in the George Not Found situation. I think there's a clear good and bad in both those situations. And it doesn't matter if they can disprove small little parts of those stories. There is clearly a bad guy. Right now, with the shit that he's saying, it's not so clear because literally her word versus his, there's no proof on either of these things right now. Like if she thought he was just hiding their relationship for his benefit and never asked him about it, then her mind could have manifested that into more than what it was. True. Yeah, true. Absolutely. But yeah, I think this is one of the problems. And again, I don't want to invalidate any victims because they shouldn't have to do this, right? But part of the reason why I think Shelby and Katie, it was so clear to see that they were clearly shaken up and clearly a victim in one way or another is by their reactions and the genuine way that they delivered the shit. Like, again, either these women are genuinely traumatized and have to deal with this thing for the rest of their lives, or they are literally insane actors and they need to fucking go live in Hollywood immediately because they are so fucking good at faking this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to, like, from an empathetic way, side with them based on the way that they are, you know, handling it and expressing it and showing their emotions. Whereas with a text, you know, whatever, it's harder to see it. I mean, the Xavier Wolf thing, though, I think it was pretty easy to see from her that she was shaken up by it. I think that's one of the rare cases where it's like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, this person's fucked up by the situation through text. Clearly. This is a very great situation, so I'm going to pick the latter and say they both have very good points, but I still emphasize a lot with Andy. Yes, same. Let's see what else Punz has to say. But right now, I'm with Andy more than I'm with Punz. Just for the fact that, again, you can't, like, it's both their words against each other. And it sounds like this guy surrounded himself with really bad people. I would do the same shit in the same situation with a friend. If one of my friends is surrounding himself with really shitty people, I'm going to believe somebody else coming to me and telling me something bad about them more than I would if they didn't surround themselves with shitty people. Because I truly believe the five or so people that you surround yourself with are the people that control, like, a lot of the trajectory of your life and a lot of your outlooks on life. Can't win. I'm sorry, Link. I'm sorry. I'll do everything I can not to be a shitty person ever.
I was completely remorseful and not at all smiling or laughing at her reaction.
Although the last time I called myself a comfort streamer, that got me into a lot of fucking deep water a few years later. So maybe I won't say that. I looked into the situation a lot. I don't have a side. I see flaws on both sides. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Again, I'm kind of more on Andy's side. Just, again, because Punz has seemingly surrounded himself with really bad people, you know? So, I don't know. Let me rewind a little bit, sorry.
Tell that Andy was not okay with it. I apologized profusely and felt extremely guilty for saying it. I was completely remorseful and not at all smiling or laughing at her reaction. This was still an incredibly stupid mistake on my part, and in no way did I mean to.
Yeah, Limburg, that's a fair outlook to have on this.
Offend her. I was in the process of writing my apology and he just said that. It was after the situation in the car that I helped Andy write her public apology. I did not say this while she was writing it. My little B. This part is just a straight lie. I did not say that. While I realize that this is a word I cannot and should never have said, it was not said in the context or with the words Andy
Phoenix,
claimed.
what's up, homie?
I wholeheartedly
Yes, this is Pun's response.
am sorry for ever letting this word come out of my mouth, and I can assure.
Holy shit. Minecraft YouTube or Minecraft content creator says I'm sorry? Holy fuck. Never thought I'd see the fucking day. Holy shit.
You that I have never ever said it again. I apologize to anyone who feels let down or has lost trust in me after hearing this.
I would just like to say I called it. I said that we would see this dude's side if he was apologetic about it. If he was apologetic about it and literally said it, I was like, I don't even want to hear from this motherfucker unless he says I'm sorry for any trauma. Literally did it. He literally did it. Holy shit. My friend just said, if you have a relationship problem, not domestic or SA, don't go public with it because your fans will take sides almost all the time and not yours and always remind you that you're a horrible person. From what I know, Punz met Sapnap once and lived together, but not George and Dream. Unheard of. Is it dub? Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, one of her claims, we'll see if he disproves it, was that George made a very derogatory like comment about her, or him and her, or Punz and her having sex in the shower, or if they didn't have sex in the shower, then George would go have sex with Andy in the shower. So we'll see if he disproves that.
Also refused to visit me in Puerto Rico when I lived there. I did refuse to visit her in Puerto Rico, and in all honesty, this was for completely selfish reasons. I wanted to stream consistently, and this was the peak of my career. This was another instance of me being a bad boyfriend, but it was not for any other reason she may suggest. He implied that the Sharma sisters were too dark for him to be attracted to them. We were watching Bridgerton, and Andy asked me if I found these actresses to be attractive. I figured, as she was my girlfriend, the best response would be to say that I was not attracted to them, and that they were not my type. My intention was literally to reassure her that she is the person I am attracted to, not to imply they are too dark. And then this, combined with the fact he told me he wasn't attracted to me, made me feel like my skin color wasn't attractive. All I wanted during my Bridgerton answer was to reassure Andy that she was the only person I was attracted to. This was completely unrelated to something I said to her when we were breaking up. I never said to Andy that her skin color was too dark or unattractive.
Holy shit, I totally lost the point I was about to make. Wait, let me go back here. Again, if shit like this happens over and over again, I really feel like you should just end the relationship so that something like this doesn't happen. Something like this doesn't happen where somebody ends up with fucking trauma because there was a miscommunication because you two don't know how to communicate well, you know? And maybe she didn't make that known to him, but he said pretty early, like, I feel like we had a, you know, our personalities didn't work well.
Said to her when we were breaking up. I never said to Andy that her skin color was too dark or unattractive. Friend A. In Andy's Tumblr post from February 27th, 2024, she refers to herself and a friend of mine who hit her up. My preface is that with friend A, Andy had flirtatious interactions before, during, and after our romantic relationship. This is a much larger creator than myself, and
that's easy to say with hindsight again. Well, it wasn't hindsight. If he openly said it, and said that he was aware of it, then it's not hindsight. Like, unless he's literally just was like, yeah, I was unaware of this for fucking 9 months, 10, 11 months of the relationship. It was the last day to fucking that I realized that we were incompatible. I think it's pretty easy to tell. Maybe in his weird way, he said they're too dark for me because she's not as dark as them, but it's still an odd comment. It's all he said. She said, just leave it if it's not working. Yes. Yeah, I do agree that any relationship is easier said than done, but again, if it's a situation like this where it's clearly not working over and over again, there's a lot of opportunities and open doors to end it. To be like, yo, listen, this just isn't fucking working. Like, if she's getting on his ass about, like, you never see me, you're streaming too much, be like, oh, hey, listen, I care about you, I love you, but this isn't working out. I gotta fucking focus on me right now. I'm going to grind out the rest of this drawing tonight. I swear to God. Yeah, you got this, ultimate fucker. I believe.
Someone I was closely associated with at the time. She says, there was some flirtation going on, but nothing serious. I was still in love with Punz, but at the time, I was in desperate need for attention and his buddy was there to provide it.
Ooh.
Her interactions with this person were one of the largest contributors to my lack of trust and many of our arguments in the future. Andy initially messaged friend A before her and I were dating with a flirtatious message, with the desire to make content with him. Months into our relationship and after I had already moved to Florida and essentially gotten more serious with Andy, I was in a Discord call with friend A, and this friend decided to tell me that Andy had DM'd him before, but refused to disclose what she had sent to him, and she deleted her messages on her end. When I confronted Andy, she continuously said she couldn't recall what she sent, or even what it could potentially be about. Our relationship was extremely rocky, and we broke up numerous times, so I'm not sure if we were dating or technically on an exclusive break. But during one of these times is when Andy and friend A were flirting and simultaneously talking poorly about me, poked fun at the fact he broke up with me, but got mad at someone else paying attention to me.
Ooh. Yeah, this is real toxic. This is really toxic. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel it strongly either. I'm gonna be honest with you. And also, I don't think the allegations here. Well, I mean, the drunk one is very concerning, but again, I don't think it's as like painfully, blatantly like black and white. Like, this is again very gray. You could go either way here.
About me, poked fun at the fact he broke up with me, but got mad at someone else paying attention to me. She did show me messages during this time, but I distinctly remember there being missing contacts and areas where the conversation didn't line up, and she would intentionally hide certain things they talked about from me. I would suggest there was more, and with more provoking, she would eventually admit it and show me more of what she was hiding. This happened multiple times, and the more she showed me, the worse it got. She reassured me multiple times that there was nothing romantic between them, and that she wanted to be with me. The next day he called me and we were basically back together again. However, this time, I was meant to earn his affection. Because I did something so unforgivable and atrocious, he was basically in the clear to treat me like shit. If you could even possibly understand who friend A was to me, then maybe it would make sense why I was so emotionally distraught. Like I've said, I am aware there were instances where I acted like a poor boyfriend, but this was amidst the biggest betrayal of my entire life. I couldn't tell if she was using him to hurt me, she actually wanted to be with him more, or both. I questioned everything.
Oh. Yeah, that's not cool. That doesn't feel good from either side. Again, though, dude, here's the thing. Like, let me look this up. Oh, Punz is 27. Ooh, I feel like that doesn't really help much in this argument. If you're fucking 27 and you're letting these people that are fucking with your girlfriend like around you, and then you're also in a bad relationship, feel like you gotta fucking call a spade and be like, yo, you're a shitty friend and this is a bad relationship, especially if you're almost 30, dude. Like, I was thinking that he was around her age. I was thinking he was like 23, 24 maybe. 27? Again, I know it's not many years, but I feel like once you're near 30, you got to start to get like a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on here, you know? Also, well, that was in 2022. Hold on, let me think. 25. Again, still 25, bro. 25. Like, you know, they say he didn't comment on his GF skin color, but he did comment on the actress. I believe he only said that they weren't his type, but none of it had to do with skin color. But she made an assumption that that was the case due to their dark complexion. That was my understanding. Yeah, this is getting rough, dude. This is actually again, I think this is completely a gray area. Like there's no real right or wrong here. There's a good chance they did cut them out due to toxic behavior. Good.
Moving on to a couple months after our breakup, there was a situation where both Andy and I were invited to the same gathering with friends. At this point, things were somewhat civil and we had the same mutual friends. On an outing, Andy is looking over at my phone asking who I am talking to. I tell her the person, who is someone I later go on to have a relationship with. She proceeds to list off 3 to 4 people she was Snapchatting, and then says, "You were not going to like the last person," and then proceeds to say friend A. This was the moment that I decided I could not be civil with.
Yeah, this is some toxic, manipulative shit. New George Not Found apologies dropped? Oh, fuck, dude. We might not be gaming tonight, dude. I gotta see this shit. Holy shit.
Or associated with her any longer. There was no reason for her to even tell me that they were talking, but I only can imagine it was intentional to hurt me.
Yeah, this sounds like some real toxic shit. Yeah, this sounds like some real toxic shit. Again, it's her word versus his. Andy at this point is probably about 21. She was 20. She was 20 when they broke up. So, I think it just turned 22. Or no. It was their anniversary. It was their 1 year anniversary.
Later learned that our mutual friends had been aware this was happening with friend A, as Andy told them and they advised her to stop talking to this person and that it was wrong, but she did not care. Her and friend A pursued each other well after it ended with us, which she admits herself she did intentionally to hurt even a quarter of how she did. Issues regarding this person had come up so many times by her own free will that I genuinely felt she was doing it on purpose. She wanted to make sure I knew they were talking and what they were talking about, and that I was hurt by what she was doing. Friend B, another key point in our relationship that resulted in a lot of frustration and insecurity on my part.
Yeah, it sounds like some teenager relationship BS where everyone is toxic. Yes. Yo, what's up, Tassie Poo?
Came from Andy's interactions with another one of my good friends who has a larger platform than myself. From my knowledge, this friend didn't tell me about it until after Andy and I were together, because we began
Friend B, sounds like Dream.
speaking privately and he didn't know. Prior to our relationship, Andy and friend B were mutually flirting to the point where she sent him explicit photos. This is something Andy flat out denied to me when I asked her, but friend B told me what happened. Later in 2021, there was a time where a large
By the way, I was mostly joking about the dream. I was 95% joke, 5% real. Okay, let me just make that clear.
group, including myself, Andy, and friend B were together. I felt like Andy was ignoring me and spending most of her time talking to and interacting with this friend, to the point where many of the other friends there found it odd and spoke about it amongst themselves and later with me. One person there even said, "It seems like Andy is all over friend B." When I brought it up to her that day, she completely denied that it was even happening. This is just one concrete instance where I felt like she gaslit me into believing that she did nothing wrong, and I was being crazy and overprotective. Her insincere apology many days afterwards felt like an "I'm sorry you think that," and not an admission of wrongdoing. This was not just a friend either. This was someone she had a recent past of flirting with. This was
maybe maybe I'm getting totally fucking gaslit right now and totally lied to, but as somebody that's been in very similar situations to this in the past, I'm low-key feeling for Punz right now, dude. I'm low-key feeling for Punz right now. We might have to go back through and run Andy's fucking thing again, okay? We might have to run that one more time, okay, for me to fucking get the full picture. But holy shit, bro, this is painful, man. Yeah. I think this is two bitter people who see their own truths to their stories and they need to go their separate ways. Maybe some therapy. Yes, definitely therapy. Definitely therapy.
was now the
Bad
second
task. Is it like the apology and shit?
big instance that changed my perspective for the entire future of our relationship. With the confused conclusion in my head that she may have wanted my friends or other creators more than me, or that she settled with me just because I was willing to be with her. This made it extremely difficult to trust her in her intentions for the future of our relationship. I feel like there were a lot of instances Andy mentioned that I can agree that I was dismissive and acting like a bad boyfriend. While I do realize these experiences have hurt her, there are many situations that she intentionally not including or downplaying her wrongdoings to further further villainize me. I don't believe most of my actions came out of nowhere. We argued constantly. Mental health. I am aware that I made some invalidating comments towards Andy's mental health during the course of our relationship. Overall, as she states, she has borderline personality disorder, and I was her favorite person. When she told me
Yes, if you think your partner wants someone else, leave. Get the fuck out of there.
about her disorder, I had no prior knowledge or
Task, by the way.
experience with someone who has borderline personality disorder. I felt like I was in love with her and willing to support her in all the ways that I could. Obviously, over time, the needs she had put a lot of stress on me that I hadn't expected. He would call me needy, clingy, and saying that he was trying his best but that I needed too much, that I was too much. I am completely aware of how hurtful it must have felt to Andy that I was her favorite person and I essentially couldn't handle being what she needed. I definitely told her at times that I couldn't give her what she needed, but I wish I hadn't put so much of that blame on her, and I'm sorry for that. At times, she experienced mental health crises that I felt alone and unequipped for, and I didn't know where to turn. She didn't want me to tell anyone, including her family, and I didn't want to betray her trust. This was a person I cared about very much, and was struggling so much I don't think I was fully aware that I couldn't help her. In no way do I mean
Accountability and apology, no shot. Yeah, dude. This dude, holy shit. This is so much fucking better. This is so much better than fucking, we gotta see the new George Not Found, apology. Maybe he cooked, this is definitely better than Wilbur's though.
mean to demonize BPD. I am sure I said awfully invalidating things to Andy when she needed me most, and I don't mean to victimize myself. I just wanted to be clear that this was a recurring struggle that affected both our lives, and in turn, our relationship as a whole. For further context, for example, when I was showering, I overheard him on a Discord call with George and Sap.
Oh yeah, let's see what he got to say about this.
And I heard George say, "If you don't go in the shower and have sex with Andy, I will." I was on my phone and Andy knew they could hear, and she was suggesting I should come do sexual things with her in the shower. I obviously did not, and this is when George said what he did. I did not stand by when George made this comment. I immediately called him out. To further back this up, Andy did not hear this comment herself, as she was already in the shower. I told her what she said myself after she was done because it didn't sit right with me. I was recovering from my eating disorder. Whenever I would crave some of these foods, he would call me.
Yeah, George just seems like a fuck. I'm not gonna lie. George always gave me a weird vibe. I know this is so easy to say in hindsight. He always gave me a weird vibe, but the smugness, if it makes any sense, that he was kind of sitting there with in his apology, also didn't sit right with me. I mean, again, that's just very what's that, micro actions or micro stances that threw me off. So yeah, was a partier and a fuckboy in college. Oh, George. Oh, damn. It also could be misinterpretation, how you could say something and someone takes it the wrong way. Did he get rid of George after the comment? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Bro seemed way too nice. He's got the training. George always seemed like he thought the world revolved around him to me. Microaggressions? No, and not microanalyzing either. I don't know. Me picking up micro, maybe it is microaggressions or something like that. I don't know.
Me fat. I feel as though the entirety of her claims of me calling her fat are heavily exaggerated and not at all how it happened. Andy did have comfort foods that we would often eat together. I have never called her fat or said she's going to gain weight from her eating habits. The most insensitive comment I ever made regarding weight, which I meant jokingly, was along the lines of, "Oh my god, we're so fat for eating this," after a big meal. I completely understand how this could have hurt her feelings, or been a trigger for her, and I feel extremely bad that this type of stupid joke I made had hurt her.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, this just sounds like some shit that probably me and one of my exes would have gotten into if we both had huge egos and we both twisted each other's words horribly. It literally just sounds like a young relationship where neither of them, I don't know, and they both did not want to move on from it and both did shitty things to each other.
General, whenever we would get into an argument or a disagreement, he would always call me names like annoying or weird or stupid. He would raise his voice at me if I did something he didn't like. All I'll add to this is that our relationship felt toxic and full of arguments. It does not excuse my actions, but she did as much name calling and voice raising as I did. We fought a lot. I'm not proud of the boyfriend I was to Andy, but I also feel the relationship was never stable or healthy for either of us. Overall,
Again, I'm sticking with my word, dude. They could have ended this earlier. And it would have been way better. and I'm not even saying that so much on Punz. I'm saying that to Punz and Andy. Both of them could have recognized that this relationship was not working and ended it way earlier. I do put a little more, what's the word? Blame on Punz for not ending it earlier because he was 25 and she was 20. I feel like he probably should have had the whatever to end it a little bit early. Be like, hey, listen, I do care about you and I always care about you, but this needs to end. Sounds like two unhealed people who got in a relationship way too quickly. Yeah, personally, I don't think this should have gone public. Just sounds toxic as fuck. They should have ended this earlier. Yeah, both toxic, both go find therapy. Yes.
My experience with Andy was a year-plus on and off relationship with a lot of complexities, as most relationships have. I am including a screenshot which is my last and only interaction with Andy since July 2022, and it is one I did not respond to. While I understand she may have trauma and a negative experience from our relationship was something that very heavily negatively impacted both of us, and in where we both hurt each other. This is the first I'm hearing of most of her claims listed here. It's taken me a while to collect my thoughts and give you the best response possible. If you at least hear me out, then thank you. Regardless, I am sorry for the way I treated you and the damage I may have caused, Andy. I hope you can heal from your experiences and that you feel okay again one day. And then he attaches a screenshot.
Holy shit.
Of the text message he got from Andy on December 18th.
This is crazy. He said sorry and literally everything that I said he should say, and then I would listen to him. Holy shit.
2022, and keep in mind, according to Punz, he still hasn't messaged her back since 5 months prior to the time where he received this text where she says, I know you probably won't read this or care about anything I have to say to you because let's be for real, you probably hate me, justifiably so. But I've been thinking about you a lot recently and hate how everything went down. I know it's all my fault, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry for all the things I did and said. I don't expect you to respond to this, and you shouldn't feel obligated to. But yeah, I hope you were doing okay, and that you are happy and healthy because it's what you deserve. And that's finally it for this one tweet. Except it's actually not because...
Okay, so Andy has, what is it, borderline personality disorder? For people that are more educated on that than me, if we have any in chat, could it be some of her mental state clashing? Because in that, it sounds like she's very much I'm so sorry that I did this to you. And then in these public posts, it's a different side of her almost. Where she feels resentful and angry. Could that be it? Could that be some of it? I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because that's kind of what it seems like here. Because I had a very similar experience with someone that deals with that. And it was very similar. Literally almost exactly like this. Not obviously not trying to cancel and all that shit, but very much 1 second I was held as a super high oh my god, you just deserve happiness and you're whatever, you deserve happiness. I'm sorry I treated you that way, to being you're a piece of shit and I hate you and you should have never fucking been in my life, type shit. You know what I'm saying? From the sounds of it, they did and it earlier, but they kept running back to one another. Seems like they both got too comfortable clinging on to it. Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. Honestly, from what I heard, this guy... Also, I'm sorry, catching up with chat from what I fucking missed earlier. Honestly, from what I heard, this guy is actually saying, sorry, I'm not taking sides. It's not my relationship. I'm honestly getting tired of internet drama, but he does seem like he is giving good points. I'm also half listening. So take my... so my takes with a grain of salt. The people are taking accountability, at least. Chris, why are there so many evil people in the world? We need more accountability, more self-awareness, and people need to be held accountable. She reminds me... Oh, and more people need more empathy. Honestly, empathy is the main thing. She reminds me of the people I know with bipolar disorders, especially before they got help. It definitely is her mental state. So it seems like in this situation, neither person is evil. They just don't fit and weren't mature enough to realize just a tough situation. Bro, please check watch on stream. Okay, I got you, Meg. She was probably... Okay, what happened a little bit? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it sounds like that. Is she bipolar or is it border personality disorder? Because either one, it applies. I think it's borderline personality disorder. I'm pretty sure. That's what they said. So lose your shit? Oh, shit. Okay, so she responded.
because while editing this video, Andy made additional statements as well as Punz. So let's start off with what Andy said in response to what Punz said on Twitter. She posted on Tumblr, "He made a statement on Twitter. I suggest you all to read it to get his side of it all. The only things I will speak on are that we remember some situations and events very differently. That he's still very close friends with friends A and B, as well
yeah, that's problematic.
as others who made objectifying comments about me, and that the text
But she doesn't know that for sure unless they're content creators, right?
included in his
And maybe they don't, if they make content together, maybe they don't even fuck with each other. But, you know, I don't know.
statement is one I sent when
I don't want to invalidate what she's saying, and she could be 100% right.
in a state of emotional distress over something that happened with friend A, and I felt guilty for what I did to Luke after the relationship. Clearly, it is not a reflection of how I feel now. And to Luke, I don't accept your apology because I don't think you mean it. I spoke my truth, he spoke his. That's all. Logging off. I do not need to defend myself any more than I already have, so I will not be making a longer response. I said all I needed to say in my original statement. I stand by everything I said. It was my truth. I was vulnerable and spoke genuinely about the experiences that I endured. You can believe who you choose to believe. My response was angry because I am angry, and I have every right to not forgive him. Many things that he included in his post are things that we have discussed privately, so I feel no need to address them publicly. In truth, I know that this is a he said, she said situation, and I do not want to invalidate his feelings. I think he spoke his truth, and so did I. The next day, she then makes a new post that says, "Please excuse my initial reaction. I was quite distraught after reading his statement. Now that I've slept on the situation and have more of a clear head, I can say now that I wholeheartedly do not accept his apology for a few reasons.
Okay, let's see what you guys say. And so I do not know what is exactly going on. Oh, that's fair. Her brain could have manipulated situations and made them more than what they were. Like the comment about the girl's skin color, I'm not attracted to them, could be translated to I'm not attracted to the girls of that skin color. So she's not technically lying. She's just telling her truth. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sounds like exactly what she is saying here. We'll see what she says here. But yeah. My stepsister is bipolar, and sometimes we would go on Omegle, compliment someone, and then tell them to go fuck themselves. So, imagine if friend A is Mr. Beast. Dude, imagine. That would be crazy and funny. I'm not gonna lie. At least a little funny. Yeah, I think both of them should just take time off the internet and also seek some therapy.
One of us clearly remembers that night in excruciating detail. I will forever wonder what actually happened that night, and that is something that heavily weighs on me.
Yeah, and she is valid for feeling some type of way about that night. I just don't think it's like it's a he said, she said, and I don't think it's fair to be like he intentionally did something like this, right? Because again, in the Wilbur, well, I won't even bring Wilbur. In the George Not Found situation, he knew what he was doing overall, you know? Like, he knew what he was trying to do. This seems like it was something common for them that happened. Also, I'd just like to say right now, sorry that I cooked Punz without hearing his response. I feel like I've been jaded from these last couple of Minecraft YouTuber fucking apologies, or just YouTuber apologies in general, where I felt like he probably was going to respond poorly. And he didn't. He responded very well. Very well. Broke down pretty much everything she said, apologized for a lot of shit. Very well. Sorry to Punz for fucking cooking his ass immediately.
Although the next day I accepted that he would never hurt me, I no longer feel that way. It was a very fresh wound and I wanted to believe him because I still loved him. However, after 2 years of sitting on this and reflecting, I take that back. And I felt like he was excusing his behavior by saying he didn't realize how drunk I was.
Again, it is a gray area. I see like literally both sides of this. She's 100% valid for feeling some type of way and feeling distressed from this and having trauma from it. And he also should have probably tried to notice more her being drunk and how drunk she was. But also, again, he was 5 drinks in. It was something that was routine for them. He said that that's exactly how most of the time she would initiate having sex. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I might be a dick for saying this, but I think this could have been solved. Yeah, solved offline. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. Rip Tumblr. Well, it's not like Vine. It's still live, you know. Therapy. Both need therapy. Yes. We all cooked Punz before the apology. Don't worry, Chris. Yeah, I guess it's fair. Yeah, I guess it's fair. Everybody was cooking Punz before they saw the apology. But I do feel bad because I literally just blatantly was like fucking destroying the dude. And I've been trying to at least give people benefit of the doubt recently.
Also, the fact that he shared it in such detail made me extremely uncomfortable. I respected him enough to not share such intimate details, and he did not have the same respect for me. I think he could have just said, she initiated intimacy in the way she normally did, and it would have gotten his point across well. Regardless, he still had sex with me when I was blacked out, while he was in a conscious enough state to assess and remember the encounter in such vivid detail. That fact has not changed. 2. All the stuff about his friends is frankly of no consequence to me. Everything that happened with friend A happened while we were broken up, and bringing up friend B felt unnecessary given the fact that we all discussed the matter with each other at the time it happened. I never cheated on him, and I would like to stop that theory in its tracks.
I mean, yeah, good job for not cheating, but also, like, that doesn't fix the fact that you're, like, insanely flirtatious, and a lot of motherfuckers were also aware of that, so it was very, very clear. And that doesn't mean that you didn't break trust just because you didn't cheat on him, you know? To be fair, Chris, he comes from Dream SMP, which I understand why someone having allegations from there could already put you on her side. Yeah, thank you.
Him and I have spoken about this matter privately on numerous occasions, so that is all I will say. 3. About the shower thing. I was coming out of the shower/bathroom. He had the Discord call on speaker on his phone, so yes, I heard very clearly what George said, and Luke simply ended the call. He did not call him out. I believe he is recalling a different instance where another one of his friends said that he wanted to have sex with me once I moved to Florida.
What?
I was not witness to it, and he did tell me he stood up for me that time, which is why I didn't bring it up. I did not go into more detail about it because I was just using that one quote as an example of how some of his friends would speak about me in his presence. However, this is already more than one instance of his friends speaking about me in that way, which leads me to believe it happened quite often when I was not around. 4.
No consequence of me is not a good way of putting it, in my opinion. She also hid this from him, which I guess he isn't entitled to, but she talked behind his back as well, from what I remember. IDK weird. The shower thing is a he said, she said. Could have called him out in DMs perchance. IDK, yeah. Both differing truths being told, so I have no clue how to feel. Back to the whole, she said, he said stuff again. Please take a break from the internet. Both of them obviously need the time away from the internet and their friends. Yes, I feel for both of them, but I'm seeing Pun's side more than Andy's because it is highly possible that her mind manipulated situations. Yes, he did some potentially fucked up shit, but I feel mainly, even though I see Pun's side more, that they are both toxic for each other and need therapy. Yes, and need some time off the internet. And I don't think them going band for band here is a very good move. I'm not going to lie. I think Pun's responding to this is not a good look. I think her responding to all this is not a good look either. I think they should have just said their shirts and moved on.
4. Intentionally or not, I feel he demonized BPD and used it as a way to invalidate a lot of what I said. 5. He still called me a slur when he knew it was wrong because I was getting cancelled for it at the time. I do not believe he was actually confused as to the gravity of what he said to me. I would like to remind you that I know him personally. I lived through that. When I say we remember things differently, I mean it. I think that he believes he is being truthful. However, because I know him and I know what I experienced, I do not trust him. I do not believe that we were equally toxic. While I admit I made a lot of mistakes in the relationship.
This is the first time we've heard of you admitting this. I feel like has she said that she made a lot of mistakes prior to this at all? Maybe in the other post that he didn't read?
To me, they do not justify all I endured.
By the way, Amara.
You can believe what you want. This is a very nuanced situation. But if you were looking to me to accept his apology, I do not. And then right after this, Andy commented on another situation that is ongoing right now surrounding George's not
Yo, at least she's based for this take.
Found that the YouTuber Dream is defending him on to some extent. I haven't actually looked at all of it because I'm doing this video first, then I'll do the George video after. But regardless, she posts about the situation by saying, I just want to say that George and Dream are genuinely two of the most arrogant, self-serving, and obnoxious people I ever had the displeasure of knowing. And the fact that they lack the self-awareness and backbone to own up to what they did and are complicit in should be of no surprise to anyone who knows them. My heart goes out to Caddy. She's too young and too kind to have to go through what she did and is currently facing. She is so strong, and these grown-ass men deserve absolutely everything that happens to them after this. Now you...
Damn, bro, everybody's spiteful. I'm with it in this situation, though. Fuck George and Dream. Yo. Dom, sleep well, have a great day. Appreciate you hanging as always. This isn't a great look for Andy. She shouldn't have even posted this. Yeah, they should have talked about it offline. I just want to put this out there. Accountability on one side, not the other. I hate seemingly one-sided, but it's difficult when one side is empathetic and the other seemingly deflecting. Maybe I'm not receiving this correctly, but seems so. Fuck George. Yeah, fuck George. On God, dude. Fuck George. I don't think I said it yet, or I might have said it already, but Betamar, I got you. Yeah, I don't recall her saying that she did wrong either.
You may be wondering, even though Addy is posting this
George prison stream when? I don't know, but I know he'll have at least like 2,000-3,000 viewers in there being like, George, you were unjustly sent to jail, George. I'm sorry, George.
Why am I bringing it up in this video? It has nothing to do with the situation that has unfolded thus far. Well, that actually was the case, but then Punz responded again to Andy and outed friend A as being Dream.
What? No fucking way! Yo, sometimes reality is crazier than fiction, my man. Sometimes reality is crazier than fiction. Before we started watching this, I had to piss so bad. Holy fuck, yo. Holy fuck. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way she was saying that about Dream. And Dream was the one she was flirting with the whole time and then got into a relationship with. No. 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! They should have had a fucking reality TV show on this shit, bro. There's no way. We need to back it up. We need to back it up. I just want to say that George and Dream are genuinely two of the most arrogant, self-serving, and obnoxious people I've ever had the displeasure of knowing, and the fact that they lack the self-awareness and backbone to own up to what they did are complacent and should be of no surprise to anyone who knows them.
Then, Punz responded again to Andy.
Dream is friend A! Is friend B George? Oh my god, if friend B is George, I'm gonna fucking piss myself live. No cap, if Dream is taking your girl, you gotta kill, dude. Amen, brother. Amen. Or maybe a little self-sacrifice, because if Dream's stealing your girl, she probably looks like she's 11. Okay, let's be real here. Yeah, I'm shell-shocked too. Holy shit, let's go.
And outed friend A as being...
I'm sorry, I'm laughing and making jokes and shit, but like this whole situation's fucked.
Dream. So right after talking about her toxic relationship with Punz, she goes out of her way to make a post against Dream, which is the guy she left Punz to be with instead, which is the guy she's been flirting with before, during, and after her relationship with Punz. Anyways, Punz reveals this all to us in a tweet titled, "My experience with Dream. Dream is friend A as referred to in my recent statement. This is something I never imagined."
She left Punz for Dream, nah. If George is friend B or Mr. Beast, I'll go insane. Like an actual troll face takes your girl is crazy. Homie hopping. He can't be friend B. There's no shot. We gotta see this shit.
Would ever be brought to light. But consequently, given recent events, I think it has to be. The truth is that I've never been very close to Dream, and definitely kept him at arm's length.
W? That's a W. That's a big W. That's a big W.
In my personal life, especially after the way he betrayed me. To even consider me close or best friends with him is just untrue. I frequently—
okay, well, listen. Punz stock rising, Andy's stock going down. Considering the fact that she was like, Dream's fucking disgusting, and then she was like, fucking Dream, you know?
Only go months without seeing or talking to Dream at all. That being said, I've also never spoken publicly against him, which—
Punz and Dream are fucking ugly, shouldn't even upgrade or downgrade? Oh my god. There's no way. How you homie hop the Minecraft creepo group? You just have bad taste in men. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If my girl left me for Dream, I'm gonna Amazon Prime some rope. Dude, I'm gonna piss myself laughing, bro. Dude, somebody's gonna hate watch this whole thing on the fucking YouTube channel and be like, making jokes about owning yourself is no joke, you piece of shit. That's why you should not be taking fucking... You should be taking accountability for this and fucking get off the internet and delete this video. Queso is fat. Listen, he's big bone cheese, okay?
Which I assume has led many people to believe that we are good friends, and that I support all of his actions.
That's so
which
real.
Is incredibly false. My best explanation for this is that I felt like I couldn't. Dream had these many interactions with my then girlfriend during the height of the Dream SMP. In all honesty, not only did I fear him, I felt like I owed him my life. That is—
What?
Generosity had given me my entire career, and that I'd be nothing without him. I viewed Dream as a—
This drama is bigger than Queso.
mentor. Felt like he was even my boss.
I hit my desk, by the way, and it started the fucking thing again.
And that if I crossed him, I'd be isolated and lose.
Bro, living an actual nightmare. Dream stole his girl. Holy fuck. That's crazy to actually consider. I'm so glad I really only watch techno. Motherfucker would never do this. On God. This can't be real right now. I'm actually hands over my head and laying down. How is Dream getting more bitches than me?
Everything. Who would choose me over Dream? Publicly and amongst my friends, there would be little reason to take my side. Looking back, this loyalty that kept me silent on any of Dream's actions was more cowardly than anything. I told very few people what Dream did to me, and I spent much of these past 2 years wishing that even creators and friends knew the position I was in. But I didn't want it to spread, so I ultimately protected him. I remember feeling uncomfortable around him for a majority of the time, that this was a person.
I think it's because Dream has creepo Riz. Yeah, I think that's how Dream gets bitches. He has creepo Riz.
So many people looked up to, and I knew something awful that no one else knew. The few people
Him and George Not Found, dude.
I confided in reminded me that there was not really anything I could do. I had to accept that and put a brave face on constantly. The thing is, I tried to talk to Dream privately many times. I expressed how awful I felt and honestly begged him to stop talking to her. His response was essentially that I was just being insecure, and that he was going to do whatever he wanted. I always felt that Dream was articulate with his words, and this made it easy for him to evade taking any accountability. I think he found it amusing that he could get under my skin. In 2021, he actually voluntarily told me that my girlfriend had messaged him before we were.
Hey, I would just like to say, fuck Dream. Fuck Dream. Not even for this. Fuck Dream for everything that he has done, and on top of that, this too.
Were dating. In this Discord call, he taunted me, laughed, and refused to disclose what she had said to him. Many months later, he admitted her message was along the lines of, "You should invite me to a manhunt that ends with us falling in love." He proceeded to mutually flirt with her and partook in talking badly about me with her. After my final breakup with my ex, Dream told me directly that they were just friends. I later found out that not only was that a lie, but that the same day her and I were together romantically post-breakup, she allegedly had sexual conversations with him. I'll never know the full truth of what happened between them.
After her and I were together romantically post-breakup? Wait. Okay. Yeah.
But I know this hurt, and the betrayal has followed me for a long time. And as of now, that is about it for this entire situation. Except for the original Tumblr post that Andy made, where she first started bringing up her frustrations with the relationship she had with Punz in the form of calling him one, but that was in a post where she talked about 4 relationships she had, so a lot of it is irrelevant to what we were talking about today, and Punz already quoted and hit on the most important points from that post anyways, so I feel like it would be redundant and bloated to read that, but if you really want to, I will leave a link to it in the description below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this situation in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, but with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.
Dude, there's no way this is the thumbnail, by the way. Oh my fucking God. There's no way this dude got cucked by Dream, bro. There's literally no way that this guy got cucked by Dream, and then she flipped the shit to make him seem like the worst human being ever. Nah, man. Nah, bro. Nah. Holy shit. Good job, Ultimate Fucker. Good job, homie. That is a violation. Yeah, this is horrible. Yeah, holy shit. Are you gonna lose me to Dream? Absolutely not, dude. If Dream comes within a fucking... No, never mind. Not gonna say that. I'm not on kick. I can't say that. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta piss, chat. I love you all. Oh, by the way, final thoughts on this. I'm gonna be honest. I feel bad. I feel bad about Punz getting cooked this bad because it is a very moral gray area in all of this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tap in on the new George shit. I really think all this could have been handled offline. I am sorry for Andy if she feels any sort of trauma from this, but I don't think she needed to fucking air out their dirty laundry. She also didn't really like at the end there. She like took accountability for her being bad in the relationship, but it sounds like they both were shitty and toxic. It sounds like a shitty toxic high school relationship. Yeah. The fucking thumbnail? What? We don't like the thumbnail? We don't like the thumbnail? I thought a homie was friends with Dream. My fault, Punz. Yeah, I thought he was friends with Dream. Well, also, we don't know how close he is with fucking George, but, you know.